Greetings and salutations, comrades, and welcome to How I Record Things, part one of probably the only part. So I don't know why I said that. Anywho's, um, some of you were asking how I record things, and this is how I do it. A little behind the scenes look at how I actually record everything, my entire recording process from start to finish, broken down as quickly as possible. I'm not going to go into too much detail on some of the little tiny nuances. I'm trying to give you a brief understanding so that you can take those ideas and apply them to your own recording process, editing process, if it's useful to you. So, as you can see right now, there are a lot of me right now. That's because I'm recording my basic setup. If you look at my biggest face right there, what you see is OBS. I use Open Broadcaster software now. I've used a couple different things. I've used Fraps. I used, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have it in a subtitle right there. And they worked great for a little while. But as I progressed, as I changed my editing style, it wasn't good enough anymore. It didn't offer me enough control over my recording process. So, Open Broadcaster software has entered the picture now. The biggest face that you see right now is its own instance of OBS. And what it is doing, it is just recording my webcam and my microphone, which is right here. My Samson C01U USB studio condenser mic. That's how I record my audio. And you'll notice I don't keep it in front of my face, because what ends up happening is you get all of the mouth noises that just amplify a little, all that annoying sounds. I can't stand, I hate that. It's a pet peeve of mine. I can't stand that in my own recordings. So I keep it over here to the side so that it's not in direct line where all of those mouth noises are being made. Now, when you try to do this, you may notice that OBS won't open up more than one instance. Face over here, video cam over there. Forgot to mention that. This is this image on the right side of the screen. That is recording the video game. Let me move this over here. You'll see what I'm talking about. There we go. So the way around that so that you can get it to open it up is you go here to properties. I'm going to move this over here. Okay. OBS properties. You can see I have a custom shortcut to it with the suffix tech multi. Tech is military speak, sorry. Hyphen, minus sign, multi. That allows it to open up as many instances of OBS as you want. I wouldn't recommend doing more than 2. Come back here to OBS. Do this so we don't have the tunnel effect again. Here I have a source, just my webcam, cam only. Go into settings and you will see under audio, my desktop audio device is going to my TV, which is useless. There's no audio going there. So this will not capture any of the game audio as I record. And I've disabled my microphone because when we come in here to webcam, my audio input device is my microphone here. And that's just how I prefer to do it. It really doesn't make much difference if you go through the webcam or through OBS with the mic enabled. But I don't use the noise gate that OBS provides. I don't like it. It tends to cut out some of my quieter things. It tends to cut out some of the starting of my sentences, the start and end points of my sentences. And I just don't know enough about noise gates to fix that. So I do it this way. Here's the tunnel again. Here, under my settings, you will see audio, desktop audio device is default. So any noise that comes over the game will be captured. And then I've disabled the microphone again. Now under broadcast settings, here you will see I have named a file here. And here I have a different, I screwed up the name of that, whatever. I have a different recording name. That way they're not overlapping each other. So I've played the game, I've recorded the footage. Now what? Now It's time to start the editing process. Go over there. Enter Adobe Premiere. Need to open that up, make sure I'm still recording things. All right, cool. So here it is. Adobe Premiere. In the last episode. Surprise butt sex! And so we continue. Greetings and salutations. Now let me move this over here. This is my preview screen, which is over on my second monitor. Salutations, comrades, and welcome back. Now, as you can see, it's just my face. You can't really see anything. What I am going to do here is put this here so that you can see exactly what I do and why. Open this up so it's a little bigger. Okay, so I've already inputted all of the media for the next episode of The Evil Within. So this is kind of cool. You'll get to see how I edit The Evil Within. Camera, game, and then this first audio track right here is the game audio. The second audio track right here is the voice. Now, I like Adobe Premiere. Took me some time to get used to it. Over here, you will see all of my presets. Default camera crop for 640 by 480 game. That's what I use for Silent Ponyville, etc., etc. All I do, I drag this in here. Boom. Now my face is all up and pretty in the top corner there. I can adjust things there. I've got a nice feathering there that I've been using as of recent, until I get the green screen anyway. And you can now see the gameplay. And from there, I just cut out the boring parts and things like that. The important thing I do here, and one of the reasons my editing process takes so long, roughly double what the episode length is because, as you can see, there's an audio gap right here. Because, Michael, you punched like a girl. I don't know if you saw that, but I did a little swallowing noise right there. And that came through on the microphone, and I didn't like it, so I cut it out. And I will, whoa, stop that. I will go through the entire game like that. While I'm editing, it is worth noting that over here, my game audio is really quiet. I can kind of hear it, but I want my voice to be the most prominent sound that I'm hearing so that I can actually listen for all of those subtle nuances. And then I keep my voice around 2 decibels. And then when I render, if it's too quiet, I'll leave it at 2. Otherwise, I'll usually drop it down to 0. So once all of that is done, I set my in and out points at the beginning and end of the audio. There we go. And then I output that to an audio file, which is right here. So once it's outputted, I open this into Audacity. I have Audition. I don't really like to use it because Audacity is much quicker. Now, I have managed to use a noise canceling software, so I don't really have to use the noise canceling feature of Audacity, but I used to. However, instead, see all these red lines here? Those are peaks. That's where my voice is going to distort, and that's where you're going to run into problems. Peaking doesn't sound very good. Now, I have a really nice mouse here, which does a tremendous job for me in the editing process because I've set up macros. So all I do is I click a button, wait, click a button, wait, click a button, done. But I'm going to show you how I do it step by step. First, I hit Control A to select everything, Effect, Amplify, and then I do a -18. And to show you how that looks with the macro, boom, done. Next thing I do, Effect, Clip Fix, and then I hit OK. Again, with the macro. This one can take some time depending on the episode length. I'm going to fast forward here. Oh, okay. Well, that was entertaining. So, once that's done, the clips are now, for the most part, fixed, if not entirely fixed. And now it's just a matter of bringing the volume back up because it's really quiet. And again, there you just hit Effect, Amplify, and leave it at whatever it tells you to. Yes, I also have an effect for, or a macro for that, but there's just no point showing that off. So once that's done, I will export this. I will import it back into Premiere, replacing the audio track here because I delete that. I'm not going to do it right now because I still got a lot more editing to do. And then all of that is set. I will return this here to wherever it is. I think for the Evil Within, negative 6 decibels is about where it should be. I will then come over here and move these guys over here to synchronize more or less. Right there. All right, well, that's a good place to end this anyway. So, comrades, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, until next time. And this is obviously gonna lag because there's some tremendous amount of video effects that go into that. I did a lot of work in After Effects to get that thing going up. So, from there, I take a 2-minute clip, which I've already cut out here, right there. From the next episode, delete, delete. Here's 2 minutes. Unlink the audio. Get rid of the audio track because we do not need that. Bring this on up over to here. Zoom on in there. And then I use the rate tool and drag this here so that it's 30 seconds long. And you can see that it's now 400% faster. And then I already have presets for just about everything I do to adjust things like the cropping, the size and position of the frame, beveled edge, all that fun stuff. And this is my next episode. So that's going to be this one here, my fast fade in, which I just started doing. Come on, stop that. Thank you. Boom. And now you will see it's in place. Pop this up so you guys can actually see it. And there it is, in place. All three there, beveled edges, so they look a little bit more like buttons that you can actually click. And yeah, again, it doesn't really play very well. Got to render first. Pretty high resolution stuff there. So, high encoding CPU usage. Consider turning down settings. Well, yeah, because I'm editing. So thank you, OBS. So that's basically it. From there, I will encode it. I can submit a screenshot at a later date if you want to know anything else. I will be more than happy to go revisit anything else I've covered in this short little how-to video. Yeah, I think that's what those are called. So yeah, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask in the comments down below or shoot me a message on Twitter, whatever. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you may have over anything. I know this is a lot. Certainly a lot more than I know other YouTube users, YouTube LPers play or do because, you know, hey, I don't blame them. Easiest way, pump out the videos. Good. I'm just super OCD and I strive for perfection in everything I do. So this is why everything is so complicated. But Premiere makes it a lot easier than Sony Vegas did, which was my old editing software. I used that for a long time. So yeah, now I'm rambling. So that's my cue to end this. Comrades, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something from it. Leave a like or subscribe if you did. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments down below. And as always, Until next time.